Hi everyone, it's Jules. Welcome to Jules Reads. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe. I thought what would be fun is to go through my 2023 books that I've read and read the first sentence out of each book. It might be a long video, so grab a snack, grab a glass of wine. I have a Italian blood orange soda from Trader Joe's. It's really delicious. So I will hold up the book, say the title of the book, and then read the first sentence. So a little bit of stats. I've read 42 books this year. A few of them, I think 5, I have not finished yet. I do expect to have those finished before the end of the year. And then 7 of the books that I read were on audio or I've already unhauled them. So I will not be reading the first sentence in those. And then I think that's it. So let's get started. The first book is the chunkiest book, and it's Tales of Mystery and Imagination by Edgar Allan Poe. Now I only read one of the stories in here, and that was The Fall of the House of Usher. And this, I imagine, will be the longest first sentence in any of these books. And I know one that might be the shortest. So here we go. During the whole of a dull, dark, and soundless day, in the autumn of the year, when the clouds hung oppressively low in the heavens, I had been passing alone on horseback through a singularly dreary tract of country, and at length found myself, as the shades of the evening drew on, within view of the melancholy house of Usher. I do apologize for any glare in my glasses, but I do have to wear them to be able to read the sentences. So the next one is Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. And this one is the one that I think might be the shortest sentence. It is a bank robbery. The next book is They Can't Kill Us Until They Kill Us. The first sentence is, if you are in Columbus, Ohio on July 3rd of any year, you will likely drag yourself downtown with a blanket in the middle of the day when the sun is still at its highest and most hungry. And this book is Dawn by Octavia E. Butler. And I lied, this has the shortest first sentence. It is alive. The next book is Foster, and I'll just say the title of the book, and I'll link put all the books listed in the description box below if you're having trouble finding them, where I'll list the authors as well. So again, this book is Foster. The first sentence is, early on a Sunday, after first mass in Clonical, my father, instead of taking me home, drives deep into Wexford, towards the coast, where my mother's people came from. This is Small Things Like These. In October, there were yellow trees. This is The Dutch House. The first time our father brought Andrea to the Dutch House, Sandy, our housekeeper, came to my sister's room and told us to come downstairs. This is Breakfast at Tiffany's. I am always drawn back to places where I have lived, the houses and their neighborhoods. This is Blood on the Tracks, Volume 1 manga. So this one might be a little challenging to do since it's not in regular format. It is it's a manga. So I'll just read the first page. And it is, look, oh, it's asleep. A kitty, yeah. This is Blood on the Tracks, Volume 2. Hold me tight. Say, huff, huff, huff. This is Heartstopper, Volume 3. Again, this is a graphic novel, so I'll read the first page. There you go, Charlie, all signed. Thanks. Actually, there's something else I need to talk to you about. Munch. So, this is Heartstopper, Volume 4. Nick, I love you. I'm in love with you. I just wanted you to know. This is The River We Remember. In 1958, Memorial Day fell on a Friday. This is Daughter of Fortune. Everyone is born with some special talent, and Eliza Summers discovered early on that she had two, a good sense of smell and a good memory. This is Night of the Living Rez. Winter, and I walked the sidewalk at night along banks of hard snow. This is Once There Were Wolves. When we were 8, Dad cut me open from throat to stomach. This is the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse. Hello, you started at the beginning, which is impressive. This is Lessons in Chemistry, and this is another pretty long sentence. Back in 1961, when women wore shirtwaist dresses and joined garden clubs and drove legions of children around in seatbeltless cars without giving it a second thought, back before anyone knew there'd even be a 60s movement, much less one that its participants would spend the next 60 years chronicling, back when the big wars were over and the secret wars had just begun, and people were starting to think fresh and believe everything was possible. The 30-year-old mother of Madeline Zott rose before dawn every morning and felt certain of just one thing: her life was over. This is Out of the Silent Planet. It is really hard for me to say silent and planet next to each other. The last drops of the thunder shower had hardly ceased falling when the pedestrian stuffed his map into his pocket, settled his pack more comfortably on his tired shoulders, and stepped out from the shelter of a large chestnut tree into the middle of the road. This is Bunny. We call them bunnies because that is what they call each other. This is the High House. In the morning, I wake earlier than the others. This is the Graveyard Book. There was a hand in the darkness, and it held a knife. This is A Man Called Uva. Uva is 59. This is Ordinary Grace, which was my favorite book of the year. Moonlight pooled on the bedroom floor. This is The Covenant of Water. She is 12 years old, and she will be married in the morning. This is the Thursday Murder Club. Well, let's start with Elizabeth, shall we? This is the Book of Lost Names. It's Saturday morning when I'm midway through my shift at the Winter Park Public Library when I see it. This is The Crane Husband. The crane came in through the front door like he owned the place. This is Middle Game. There is so much blood. This is Iron Lake. For a week the feeling had been with him, and all week long young Paul LeBeau had been afraid. This is Never Lie. We're hopelessly lost, and my husband won't admit it. Nothing to see here. In the late spring of 1995, just a few weeks after I'd turned 28, I got a letter from my friend Madison Roberts. This is Mooncakes, which is a graphic novel. I never thought I'd be back here. And The Last House on Needless Street. Today is the anniversary of Little Girl with Popsicle. This is Holly. It's an old city and no longer in very good shape, nor is the lake beside which it has been built, but there are parts of it that are still pretty nice. This is Next Level. Life expectancy for women is about 81 years, and the average age at which women hit menopause is 51. All right, so I hope you enjoyed those first sentences. If you had a favorite first sentence out of all those, let me know in the comments down below. That'd be great. Thanks for watching.